Look up. On a clear night, the sky seems peaceful, a tapestry of stars and planets, but just above our atmosphere, chaos reigns. This is the realm of space junk, a high-speed graveyard of our ambitions. For 70 years, every launch has left something behind: dead satellites, spent rocket stages, even flecks of paint. Each piece, no matter how small, is a bullet traveling at 17,500 miles per hour. There are over 30,000 trackable objects and more than 130 million tiny fragments. Even a paint chip can shatter a satellite. This debris orbits in a deadly, invisible storm, threatening the satellites we rely on every day. The International Space Station and countless satellites dodge this shrapnel constantly. At these speeds, a collision is catastrophic. A 1-centimeter object can hit with the force of a bowling ball dropped from a skyscraper. A baseball-sized chunk, like dynamite. The numbers keep growing, and so does the risk. This is the silent threat circling our world, out of sight, but never out of danger. The night sky hides a storm of our own making. Our cosmic junkyard is growing, and the consequences are catching up. The question is, how long before this storm breaks? The answer may define our future in space. Our journey to the stars began with Sputnik in 1957. That first beep marked the dawn of the space age and the start of our cosmic pollution. Every launch since has left debris behind: dead satellites, rocket boosters, fragments from explosions. The space race filled orbit with relics, and we rarely planned for their end. Sometimes, satellites explode or collide, creating thousands of new fragments. Anti-satellite weapon tests have made things worse, deliberately shattering satellites into clouds of debris. The International Space Station orbits in the most crowded region, constantly dodging junk. NASA and other agencies track the largest pieces, but even tiny flecks can chip windows and scar solar panels. Several times a year, the ISS must maneuver to avoid collisions. In 2009, a defunct Russian satellite smashed into an active American one at 26,000 miles per hour. The result: two massive clouds of debris, nearly 2,000 new trackable objects. Each collision increases the danger for everything in orbit. The scars on the ISS are a daily reminder of the threat. Our legacy in space is not just exploration, it's a growing graveyard. The more we launch, the more crowded and dangerous orbit becomes. We're running out of room to dodge disaster. The next big collision could be even worse. The warning signs are already here. In 1978, NASA scientist Donald Kessler warned of a chain reaction in orbit. One collision creates debris, which causes more collisions, multiplying the chaos. This is the Kessler Syndrome, a runaway cascade that could make low Earth orbit unusable. Imagine a single car crash turning a highway into a demolition derby. In space, every fragment becomes a new threat, shattering satellites and spawning more debris. The 2009 satellite crash and anti-satellite tests have pushed us closer to this tipping point. If the cascade begins, cleanup becomes nearly impossible. Our satellites, space stations, and future missions would be trapped behind a wall of shrapnel. The window to the universe could slam shut by our own hand. The Kessler Syndrome isn't science fiction, it's a looming reality. Unless we act, our own trash could lock us on Earth. What if we lost access to space? Our world depends on satellites for communication, navigation, weather, and science. Without them, global phone calls, TV, and internet would vanish. GPS would disappear, crippling transportation, finance, and emergency services. Weather forecasts would become unreliable, leaving us blind to storms and disasters. We'd lose our ability to monitor climate change and manage crops. Human spaceflight would end. No more missions to the ISS, Moon, or Mars. The dream of exploring the stars would die. We'd be trapped on Earth, surrounded by a lethal barrier of our own making. The Kessler Syndrome would unravel modern life and crush our cosmic ambitions. The cost isn't just technological, it's a blow to the human spirit. Are we ready to face that future? Is there hope? Can we clean up our mess? Scientists are racing to find solutions. Giant nets, robotic janitors, even lasers to nudge debris out of orbit. Each idea faces huge technical and financial challenges. We're adding junk faster than we can remove it, especially with new mega constellations launching thousands of satellites. Some new rules require satellites to deorbit at end of life, but millions of pieces remain. The clock is ticking. Our future in space and on Earth depends on global cooperation and bold action. We have the ingenuity to solve this, but we must act now. If we fail, we risk building a permanent prison around our planet. Will we rise to the challenge or watch our path to the stars slip away?